Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to details from Luigi Mangione's manifesto have been revealed. So he is the prime #1 suspect for the unalivement of the UNITEDHEALTHCARE CEO. Man, I'm finding this whole case fascinating. The response from the public, the internet especially, it's been crazy. It's been really crazy. I mean, it's very, very difficult to speak freely about this on YouTube now. You know, it's like YouTube have made it really... Anyway, I get it. I get, there's a lot of CEO sentiment right now, anti-capitalist sentiment. This guy apparently was, the company, some of the policies they had were just really bad. They would refuse any kind of, policy to sick people, things like that. There's a lot of real negative feeling towards that company. But at the same time, this guy, the CEO had a family. I think he had kids as well who haven't got their dad now. So it's a really, really tricky one. Where do you guys stand on it? But, I'm eager to hear what Luigi's, manifestos are. I mean, what his aim is, what he stood for, why he did what he did. Was it like an anti-capitalistic statement? Or, I mean, obviously it's all alleged at this point. He's not been formally charged, I think. Was it anti-capitalism, or is it just a random thing, or what?
Now to our top story this morning, a 26-year-old Maryland native is charged with second-degree murder for the shooting death of UnitedHealthCare CEO Brian Thompson. Luigi Mangione's 5-day run from police came to an end yesterday morning in a central Pennsylvania McDonald's when an employee there recognized him and called police. So here's what we know so far.
Dude, why would you go? I'm not saying he shouldn't have been caught, but why would you go into such a public place like McDonald's?
About that suspect, police say he was carrying a ghost gun, possibly made with a 3D printer, and it's consistent with the one used in the murder. A fake New Jersey driver's license was found as well. Police say it's the same one the suspect used to check into a hostel in Manhattan before the shooting. A handwritten note was also allegedly found with the suspect's motivation and mindset surrounding the shooting. That note so far has not been made public. And this morning, of course, we're digging into Mangione's deep ties to Maryland because, Adam, he was born and raised in Maryland.
Yeah, that's right. Luigi Mangione was also valedictorian at a private boys' school in Baltimore. The preliminary investigation has also revealed he's the cousin of Maryland House Delegate Nino Mangione. Now, he released a statement on behalf of the family about their reaction to all of this. We'll have that for you coming up in just a moment. First, though, 7 News reporter John Gonzalez live for us in Ellicott City, Maryland, where the Mangione family, John, is very well known.
They really are well known. They own 2 country clubs, prestigious country clubs, Adam, here in Maryland, one being Turf Valley Resort here where we are live this morning in Ellicott City. The main entrance that takes you up the driveway into the resort is blocked off by police this morning. The Hayfields Country Club is the other one in Cockeysville, just outside of the city of Baltimore. Now,
man, he's just brought so much unwanted attention to his family, the businesses, the relative that's in politics. They are just feeling a lot of heat right now.
His cousin, Republican delegate Nino Mangione, has represented Baltimore County since 2019. Now, online records show that Luigi Mangione, the man now in police custody, graduated from the Gilman School, a prep school in Baltimore City. The headmaster of the all-boys school has released a statement about the alumnus saying, quote, "This is deeply distressing news on top of an already awful situation. Our hearts go out to everyone affected," unquote. Now take a look at this. Here is a YouTube clip of Luigi Mangione giving an address to his classmates as class valedictorian back in 2016.
I wonder what made him snap, what was it that,
Mangione's last known Maryland address was a large home in an affluent neighborhood in Towson. Our sister station in Harrisburg, WHP, spoke with a former classmate who wants to remain anonymous.
He was so sweet and so smart. He was literally valedictorian, and I was in a similar social circle to him, but he was just like a wholesome guy.
Now, in 1988, Nick Mangione Sr., a well-known businessman and philanthropist, in Baltimore purchased a radio station, conservative radio station, WCBM. So the family has different ties, and they are well known through different channels here in Maryland. Now, Lindsay will have in just moments the message, the statement that the family has put out. Reporting live, John Gonzalez, 7 News.
Thanks, John.
If you had to, like, I think it's probably, you know, some kind of statement, like, unless this company, UnitedHealthCare, you know, refused a policy to someone he cares about, maybe. Like, why do you think he did it?
I don't know. I got that statement here at the alert desk. This was posted to Nino Mangione's X account. That's the Maryland state delegate that John mentioned, who's related to the suspect. So the family is saying that they are shocked and devastated by Luigi Mangione's arrest, and they're offering prayers to the victim's family. But they say they are not commenting on news reports and that they only know what they've seen on the news. We'll continue to keep you updated.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Stay on top of the story as it continues to develop by scanning the QR code up on your screen right now. It'll take you to our coverage over on the 7 News YouTube channel. And we also have 7 News anchor Michelle Marsh's full conversation with a former FBI profiler about the suspect.
Because from the sounds of it, he's from a well-to-do family, wealthy family, went to a private school, etc. I'm guessing he had some kind of good job, and if not, he probably worked for his family's business. Like, he was set up, you know, he was set up. So to now throw all that away, he's going to be in a prison cell for a long time, long time. You know, at least 20 years, I would imagine.
And how he was caught.
Right now, this man, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, is waking up behind bars in Pennsylvania. He's a Maryland native, now charged with murder in the shooting death of UnitedHealthCare CEO Brian Thompson. Now, that happened last Wednesday in Midtown Manhattan. Since then, police believe he had left the city on a bus. And Megan, we're now getting a better idea of the suspect's movements and his ties to Maryland.
Some deep ties, that is right, Adam. The big break in this case came yesterday morning when a worker at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, recognized him from the photos that you saw, probably widely circulated, shared by police, and called in to report that sighting. This is about 300 miles from where the shooting happened in New York City, and police say they found the suspect with a gun that's consistent with the one used in last week's shooting and several fake IDs. We're also learning that Luigi Mangione has those deep ties to Maryland, specifically Baltimore County, where he graduated top of his class at his private boys' school in Baltimore. As 7 News' John Gonzalez is live for us this morning in Ellicott City, Maryland, where the Mangione family, John, is well known there.
They really are well known, Megan. Good morning.
I want to find his manifesto.
For Luigi Mangione is growing. Not only is he, of course, charged now with the murder in New York City, but he faces 2 counts of second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, second-degree possession of a forged document, and third-degree criminal possession of a firearm. And those local ties include, as you mentioned, Megan, the Turf Valley Resort here in Ellicott City, and also a second resort, a second country club near Baltimore in Cockeysville. Now, we can tell you that he was born and raised here in Maryland, and, well, he graduated from the Gilman School, a prep school in Baltimore City, and was the class valedictorian back in 2016. Take a look at this video here from that school year addressing his class.
I mean, he's not going to be the first person from a rich family to go on to commit murder. There's been loads of those, but, you know, it still is a bit of a surprise that you would give up a life of privilege to, you know, now he's going to be in a cell, a cold, it's basically a toilet. He's going to be in a bathroom, a small bathroom with a horrible bed. He's going to eat terrible food. But, you know, maybe if he did it for his own personal beliefs, maybe for him it's worth it.
Where he apparently quoted the Unabomber in that speech. Now, after college at the University of Pennsylvania, he interned, I should say, at Fur Access Games in Sparks, Maryland, before becoming co-founder of Uproar Studios, a startup gaming studio. He was on the run for 5 days. Federal investigators even reached out to D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith.
We were contacted over the weekend specifically with respect to whether or not the subject or the person of interest had any ties to and or if he or she had traveled from the District of Columbia. We worked with Amtrak to look at video, and we did not find that to be the case.
The 26-year-old is also the cousin of Republican Baltimore County Delegate Nino Mangione.
Mate, Nino is going to be... they keep on mentioning his name. He's probably like, keep me out of it, for the love of God.
He has served the District 42A for several years now. No immediate response from his office, but of course the family has sent a statement out. Now, even with the local ties, no indication early in the investigation that Mangione spent time here in Maryland over the past couple of days. Reporting live in Ellicott City, John Gonzalez, 7 News.
Let's see here. Whoa. Okay, so, yep, it pretty much confirms my suspicions and several other people's suspicions. These parasites had it coming. Wow. Corporation. He was frustrated with the corporation and greed of the healthcare industry. As I suspected. I'm sure a lot of you guys suspected it as well. Yep. 262 letter addressed to the feds. Wow. Comments on a number of topics, including his issues with the healthcare business, especially UnitedHealthcare. Yeah, man. I'm not surprised. So he really did not like that guy, Brian, the CEO. Specifically, Mangione calls out the US for having the most expensive healthcare system in the world, but only being number 2 in life expectancy. LM goes on to call out the UnitedHealthcare in particular, labeling it the largest company in the US by market cap. Is it? Behind only Apple, Walmart, and Google. Is it? So United Healthcare have a higher market cap than Tesla. Tesla's like almost $1 trillion. Wow, if that's the case, my mind is blown. He adds, they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. While Mangione apologizes for any strife he might have caused, he seemingly hints at the of Thompson, writing, these parasites simply had it coming. Yeah, so largely, so anti-capitalist sort of vibes here. He did tell the feds he respected what you do for the country, going on to confirm he worked alone. Man, what a story. Like, I shouldn't have to say this, but I feel like I will anyway. I obviously in no way condone the actions of this man, of this young man, Luigi. You know, like, ultimately, if he's found guilty, like for the crimes he's accused of, it's, you know, it's horrible thing to do. Horrible thing to do. That being said, the current model for American healthcare, in my opinion, needs real reform. I just don't understand how per head, like, America can spend way more than we do. I think I read it's like double what our government spends per head, so per person. Yet we have a national health service and you guys don't. You still have to pay for an insurance policy. I just don't understand how that can be the case. Like, how can all this money, like billions and billions and billions of dollars, be spent by the government, yet you, the citizen, still have to fork out thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars? It's confusing to me. I know that if you are rich, you will definitely find better healthcare in America than you will find here. Most likely. I can't really say that for sure because we have amazing surgeons here, amazing, you know, doctors, etc. But, you know, the top end is probably higher in America. But does that justify, you know, the current model? I don't think it does. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.